Welcome to Texas Motor Speedway, where tonight Stinger hosts its Junior Championship with the very popular NXS20 mod on NASCAR Racing 2003 season. We're at the night version of what I believe is the 2014 track. All I know is that it is the pre-reconfiguration version of Texas Motor Speedway. All the turns banked at 24 degrees. We're in qualifying, and something to note before we go on with this is that for the first time in Stinger, we will have a time limit instead of a 15 driver limit. It will be anybody who is 2 seconds off of the pole time will not make tonight's race. So I'm going to bring in my partner, the first corner here. And Corner, I understood you ran some practice laps today. Anything you can tell us about this circuit?
So for today's race, the setups are a little tighter than previously ran before when we came here about the other month or so. So normally we would have some of the front runners like Ben Cusson or Jack Curry. They'll be normally running it kind of looser of a setup, just kind of sliding into the corner, which definitely helps them out a lot. But today it's a fixed setup when it comes to today's race, which will be for having to run a lot tighter going in, so you're definitely going to have to let off a bit. Shouldn't be too bad, as we do have some improvements on the board right now. Ben Cusson goes up to a 28.669 over Brandon Carter with a 28.746.
And that would
Uh,
leave Cusson's time on the pole at the moment. That 28.669 would leave, doing the quick calculations, only the 15 of Xavier Brown going home, it looks like. So 16 cars. It looks like everybody but Zach Armstrong has set their second lap of qualifying here. And it looks like, as we said before, the only car that will be going home from this race is going to be Xavier Brown at the moment. Uh, I don't know if somebody else is yet to qualify, but out of the 17 that have set time already, Brown is the only one going home.
and currently looking at it, the second place of Brandon Carter and the third place car of Chad Jones Jr. only a thousandth of a second off of each other, as Carter is just barely ahead of him, as Xavier Brown, I believe, has been eliminated from it. He will have 16 cars starting.
Yes, he has 16 car starting field, as he said. Let's get you a little bit of the starting grid before we get set to go green here. Ben Cusson on the pole, 28.669. Brandon Carter alongside. Second row will be occupied by that beautiful 9-car Chad Jones Jr. and the 2, Ryan Arnold. Frank DeAngelis in the 4 starts 5th. Alongside him, Takumi Fujiwara. And it's the 00, Brian Dillon. The 90s, Zach Armstrong starts 8th. 9th and 10th, Chase Clyde in 6th tonight, and Carl Childress in his usual 8 rounds out the top 10. Matt Conley running the 308 with Cliff Jones Jr. alongside. The 21, Faisal Hussein, first time I've seen him in Stinger. He starts in the 13th position alongside him, the 40, Mishi Hood. And it's Willie Hope and Paul Perricone rounding out the 16-car Stinger grid. As we said, Xavier Brown, the only one going home from tonight's list of entries. So, cars are moving. We're ready to get racing in Stinger. Once again, it's the Junior Championship. This is for points and for an overall Stinger Championship in the Xfinity cars. We hope you enjoy this 20% race around Texas. I believe it's a 67 lapper. And let's get you ready for the action. Ben Cusson will lead us to the green flag. Pace car down pit road. And we are racing at Texas. Oh, we have a huge crash in the back. This might be a restart, but something happened on the start of the race where we have a huge incident in the back. I believe Carl Childress went over in that beautiful number 8 Mountain Dew car, but It looks like we're green. No, we are under the caution flag, and it looks like we're going to get a restart here. Yes, we are. There we go. So same starting grid as before. That is, I believe, our only restart of the afternoon or night. And let's get ready to go back racing here at Texas Motor Speedway. Built in 1997, opened in 1997, hosted both the Busch Series, the Cup Series, and the Truck Series, all of NASCAR's top 3 divisions, has so since the year 1997. It's gone through a few reconfigurations. Its most recent, not so popular with NASCAR fans, and it's rumored to have another reconfiguration soon, but at the moment, in Stinger, we're running the 2014 reconfiguration, which actually put on some very good races for what Texas is known for.
Drivers, start your engines.
So there's the command to fire engines. Once again, it will be Ben Cusson leading us to the green flag here. As we said, it is a 67-lap race. And 16 instead of the usual 15 cars will start tonight. Cusson leads the field to green. Brandon Carter alongside 2 Toyotas in row 1. 3 Toyotas in the top 5, it looks like. 1 Ford, that's the 9 Chad Jones Jr., and the 4 car, that's a Chevrolet. But here we go. For the second time, let's get a clean restart this time. Ben Cusson leads us to the green. We're back racing in Texas. And he gets a good jump, all clean. We had a car through the grass and almost the 2. Very loose and almost around back there. That's the 21, and the Tax Slayer cars, they go 3 wide, coming off of 2. The 61, your outside pole sitter, in the wall. He's losing a lot of positions as we go 3 wide for the lead, it looks like. The 4 car of Frank DeAngelis and the 9 Chad Jones Jr. trying to do anything to get the lead from that man, the 91 Ben Cusson, who leads the first lap of 67. DeAngelis to the inside, but no, it's going to be Jones Jr. and Carter on the high lane who will take the lead. Or sorry, not Carter, Cusson in that Red Bull number 91, as Little forces Chase Clyde in that number 6 Ford or Chevy all the way down to the bottom. He's going to solidify his grip on the 3rd position as Clyde and the 00 Brian Dillon fight for the 4th position, and we have a crash on the front straightaway, a huge crash. Another big one takes out basically the entire rear of the field. We'll have to go back and replay that one, but we are under the yellow flag, racing back to the line. Jones Jr. trying to make a move on Cusson, trying to get the lead. But it is going to be Ben Cusson who leads the field back to the caution flag. Let's give you a rec replay. So here we are. Watch the 86, the Takumi Fujiwara. Very loose. Finally spins around. Clips the 33, the 90 hard into the wall. The 33, and then they all pile up from there. Let's watch it from the 90s view this time around. Oof. Some hard licks in that wreck. But we'll go back to live action here. Cusson still the leader. I don't believe they pitted. Matt Conley in the 308 will finish last out of the 17 cars today. He was ejected, and all 17 have started, so I guess they disregarded that 2-second margin that they told us before qualifying. All 17 cars have started, 16 on the track. Matt Conley was the one ejected. Maybe he was the one who didn't make it. Takumi Fujiwara has a black flag. That was the car that spun and set off the wreck that caused this caution flag. So it is Cussin leading the field. We're under yellow, our first yellow flag of the night. Lap number 5 out of 67. We're coming to 62 laps to go here. And we might have a couple cars coming to pit road here. Chad Jones Jr. riding the bank in very low in turn 4. Will he dip off? Doesn't seem like Cussin's going to do so. And it doesn't look like Jones Jr. will either. Looks like we might be coming to the green here next time by. Let's see. Do the lights go off on the pace car? No, they do not. At least 2 more laps. And a spin! Under caution, the 07 has spun round. That's Connor Dowdy. He spun off the nose of I believe that's the 88 Willie Hope. Let's see what happened here. Ooh, that wasn't even Hope's fault. Dowdy was trying to heat up the tires, and well, you saw how it ended. He broke loose and spun back around. Doesn't matter, though. We're under yellow flag here. So everyone out of the 16-car field is running, except for Matt Conley, who I don't believe started tonight's event. He was ejected from the server after qualifying. So,
I do believe that Matt Conley was warned earlier, I believe during practice, to not stop on the track, so that may have been an issue.
and he was ejected last night as well in our race at Coca-Cola for doing the exact same thing. He stopped on the inside of turn 1, I believe.
I've had a lot of different issues with drivers doing that, as I believe a couple weeks ago at Daytona, I think it was, we had, I believe it was Manx 18 at Daytona for that race, and Set Verlog actually had stopped on the track and had been on suspension that should have lasted until, I believe, the beginning of February, but was able to come back early, so hopefully stuff can get done about Matt, but we're just gonna hope for the best for now.
Well, to get our mind off that, looks like we're going to get back to some racing here. Pace car's lights are off, and the caution lights around the track are off as well, meaning we've got just 1 to go until green flag conditions. In fact, just about half a lap to go until we get back under racing conditions. As they head down the backstretch, it will be Ben Cussin in that Red Bull Toyota, leading Chad Jones Jr. in his number 9 Ford. Chase Clyde in the 6 with the 2, Ryan Arnold back there in his Toyota, and the 00, Brian Dillon, will restart in 5th position. Cussin and the entire rest of the field down low as we get ready to go back green at Texas Motor Speedway. Lap number 8 of 67 will leave us with 60 laps remaining in this race. Pace car dives down pit road. The 91 Toyota leads us back to green as they check up behind him. The 9 out of control as he's going to lose almost all of his spots. The 61 was out of it as well, your outside pole sitter, but up front, the battle for second between Clyde and Ryan Arnold goes to chase Clyde. He's up into P2 trying to draft.
Winner in turn 2, actually. Sorry to interrupt you. We have the 61. He's around, and another one. That is the 33 of Cliff Jones Jr. He's also around.
And I believe the 90 Zach Armstrong was involved in that as well. Up front, it is still Ben Cussin. Clyde trying to fend off Ryan Arnold's charge on the high side as Dillon trying to make a move on the inside of that 2 car.
You're comes that 8 of Carl Childress towards the back of the pack, just in that beautiful Mountain Dew car tonight. Already made up, I believe, about 3 spots just now off of 2. We've got the 88 trying to haul to the inside. No, he's going to cut down and block him off of 4.
And look at this, right on the bumper is the 9 of Chad Jones Jr. He went from 2nd all the way back to 11th on that restart. As Zach Armstrong has a black flag, he was running last on the track at the moment. But up front, it is still Cussin from Clyde, Arnold, and Dillon as we go on now to lap number 11.
We've got Zach Armstrong now coming down to serve that black flag, as we do have some movement up here between the 86 of Takumi Fujiwara going against that 9 car for position. He's going to drop back and run about that 7th position now.
And that 9, he got loose on the restart, but he is a bad fast Ford. He's now going to try and fight with Carl Childress for what would be, I believe, the 6th position here. As up front, almost a battle for the 2nd position heading into turn 1, but Arnold can't make a move on the high side, trying to get up there as the 6 protecting the bottom lane. And Arnold, if he wants to go to the high side, he's got to get some help from that car behind him, the 00 Brian Dillon, but he's too far back. Here he comes to the high side off of 4. Can he get there? He's on his door, half a car length back at the line. Here they come into 1. Can he get a run? Doesn't look like it. Clyde's got the superior lane down on the bottom as he almost cuts the nose off that 2 car. Right up front for 2nd position. Ben Cussin in that Red Bull 91 Toyota leads us.
Brian still trying to do everything he possibly can to get there to the outside of the 6 of Chase Clyde. Just running side by side almost every single turn. He's going to finally back off, try to get a...
No, here he comes. Here he comes. He's getting a run. Maybe he had it stall out. He stalled it out off of 2.
Oh, we got a wreck off of 2!
Oh, yeah, huge crash. We had a car in the inside wall. It was the 07 Connor Dowdy. He might lose the 5th position to the 4 Frank DeAngelis, and yes, he will. Dillon with damage to both the left and right side of his car.
Oh, it's the 9 car of Chad Jones Jr. Looks like Connor Dowdy actually misjudged the corner and hit the wall coming off of 2 and came down, hit...
Oh, and the 00's around and right up into the 8. Flying through the air goes both of those cars. And the 4 gets in it as well.
Carl Childress is involved as well.
Yeah, we're going to be under yellow here as the 4 spins once again.
Carl's upside down.
Carl upside down once again as the 15 and the 21 pile in. We're under yellow flag conditions for the 2nd time at Texas. We have to see that one again.
Holy.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Pace car is out. What in the world? Look at the damaged roof
God.
on Carl Childress's car.
Childress had flipped from halfway down the backstretch all the way to basically the middle of turn number 3. That's great. Oh my God.
So it all starts here with the bright blue 00 Brian Dillon. Hits the wall off of 2. Hard into that inside barrier. Comes right up in front of Carl Childress. They both fly about 15, maybe 20 feet in the air. The 4 gets involved, hits the 8 once again, and then the 8's going to get clobbered here by, I believe, the 21. No, it was the 15. Woof.
Oh my God.
Let's go on board with the 15. That's Xavier Brown here.
But yeah, it looks like Dillon may have had a slight issue, so that's what threw both of them pretty much all the way down the rest of the back.
The 15, he broke there, but I believe the 21 got into the back of him. And let's see this wild ride with Carl Childress. There you see the 00 up front. Spins down, right back up in front of him. And you could see the 00 there all the way up in the air. And here comes the big hit. Poof.
What a poor turn of events for some of these drivers. It looks like, I believe Carl Childress is still on pit road.
I don't know how he can continue.
Actually, he's coming off
He's
pit
coming
road.
off pit road. Look at that.
The hood is gone. Oh,
Frankenstein is reborn as an NASCAR Xfinity Series car.
I'm gonna just say now, Carl will most definitely be off the pace. His hood is gone, and the front end is pretty much an entire square now.
Yeah,
That
it's
thing
pretty
has
much
no
non-existent aerodynamically, as
That
he's going to
thing has
try and
no
catch up to the
grounding
pacing line here.
whatsoever. Oh my goodness. Oh, we have contact under pacing.
I believe the 88 of Willie Hope held up the entire line here. That's probably why.
Yeah, the 61 of who is that? That's Brandon Carter. He actually hit Connor Downey a little bit, but it
Yeah,
didn't
the
look like
88. Sorry to interrupt you, but the 88 seems to have had seems to be having throttle issues. I guess he's having trouble maintaining pace car speed. It looks like, but he is your pace leader. Brian Dillon has retired from that accident. So has Xavier Brown, but the official issue will be listed as an engine piston issue with that 15 car, but we all know that it was caused by that huge accident right here down the back and in turn 3. So it will be Willie Hope in that down number 88 Chevy leading Ben Cusson in the 91. Takumi Fujiwara slots in third position, it looks like, and he's followed by Chase Clyde and the 21 Faisal Hussein. We're ready to go back green racing. It'll be lap 19 out of 67, just under 50 laps to go in this one. As Hope checks up the field one more time, here we go. Back green at Texas. Restart number 2. And he checks them up again. They all bump.
Oh, we got a spinner. It's the 90 car.
And Childress is in it once again. The 07 and the 8. And a huge, what in the world, the 33? That's Cliff Jones Jr. came in going 200 miles an hour, it looked like. The 90s also around. We're under caution once again, racing back. Cusson's got the lead after the 88 checked them all up. And he's going to get spun by Fujiwara, and Fujiwara goes around. The 21 almost loses it, the 88 around, and Cusson leads us back to the caution flag. What an interesting turn of events. Let's get you what will be 2 separate replays here, I believe.
We're only 20 laps into this, and we have had so many incidents. Oh my goodness.
Average race in Ohio. All right, well, let's get you what happened here with the 07 Connor Dowdy first. But let's go with our leader, our pace leader, Willie Hope, coming to the green flag here. Look at the back end of that 88 car, all bumped in. Yet he does lead us to the green flag, checks the entire field up, almost has the 86 turned around. And then the 07 tries to get a jump. He gets turned by Childress, who was going way too fast, and then watch the 33. Whoa, that could have been very bad if he hit at just the right angle there. Thankfully, we're all good. But let's go to the 86 up here, because this is our next point of contention. The 88 off the pace a lot, almost gets into the 6 car, and then the 86 turns him around and goes around himself, but gets saved there by the 9 car, Chad Jones Jr.
Yeah, I just feel really bad for Carl Childress. He's had 2 pretty much major incidents in this race so far. I'm surprised he's actually still going at this rate.
And the 07, sorry to interrupt, has also retired with an ignition issue. That's Connor Dowdy's car. He was the main spinner in that first wreck on the front straightaway. But we're going to go back green here. It'll be lap 22 out of 67. Let's hope they last more than a lap. We'll have 46 to go at the line. And the 91 seems to be checking up the entire field. Clyde is actually bumping him, but Cusson is up as far as he can go. Clyde I don't know what that 6 car is doing.
Honestly,
Whatever it is.
Chase has a weird mentality. I can definitely vouch for that. He's got a lot of history with a bunch of different drivers, including me. As I've actually taken a couple wins from him, surprisingly. As we're gonna go back racing here, another check up for the field.
And they go 3 wide again on the front straightaway. Another car and another spinner. We got another wreck on the front stretch. What a surprise.
Oh my gosh.
Are we going to
And
stay green here? It looks like it. Yep, pace car lights haven't come on, so we're going to stay green here. Just like five cars involved. We've only got about 12 remaining. But
yeah,
Cussin is the leader.
called that there will be no caution for that incident, as we have a 3-car battle for the
And here
lead.
comes the 6 to the inside. They all are going to lag here. And here comes the 9 with a huge run. But it's going to be the 6, Chase Clyde, on the inside, taking the lead away from Ben Cussin down the back. And he's going to complete the pass. The 9 trying to go for second. Can he get a run on the 91? I believe he will as they come through the front stretch quad oval here. Oh, might have been slight contact there. They keep it straight, though. And the 9's going to take second away. Cussin falls from first to third on that restart. And look who's made his way up into fourth. It's Brandon Carter in that orange 61. But up front, 2 yellow cars. One a Chevy, one a Ford. Then the Red Bull Toyota of Ben Cussin. And then another Toyota, Brandon Carter, who's trying to catch up. Still Chase Clyde, your leader. Let's go further back now, where the 21 running in 5th position, Faisal Hussein, Willie Hope back in 7th, now in 6th, but here comes DeAngelis trying to fight back on the outside as the 88 almost shot straight up into the wall once again. Carl Childress with that Frankenstein machine running in 8th position, I believe, or 7th here, maybe 9th. As you can see, the entire front end basically non-existent, at least in aerodynamic terms there.
Yeah, Carl Childress running 8th as of that previous lap, as the leaders now have lap traffic coming up soon. I believe that
Yep,
is
the 90, Zach Armstrong. He's 2 laps down. Should go 3 down here. We'll probably pull to the high side, let him through, as Cussin goes to the inside of Jones Jr. This is for 2nd position. Off of turn 2, lap traffic, still not a factor, but it will be coming off of 4, it looks like. Cussin and the 9 battling. This is for 2nd position, your leader, that 6 car, Chase Clyde, just up front, but the 9's going to take the position and keep it. Chad Jones Jr. still in 2nd position. They cannot catch that lapped car, the 90, but here they come. They'll all go to the inside of it. He'll stay high coming off of 2. There he goes, letting them by. The 61 off the pace at the line. He was 1.4 seconds behind the leader, Chase Clyde. And the 9 trying to get a run. He's closed up a considerable bit. He was back 2/10 at the line. Now he's back. He was back 4/10 at the line last time. Now he's back 2/10. But he is gaining on that 6 car. Can he make a move? As they've got more lap traffic to contend with. You saw him just at the left side of your picture there. That was the 33 Cliff Jones Jr., who is the last car on the lead lap as of now, but that should change within a lap or so. Coming to lap number 30 of 67. And by the way, I forgot to mention, they will have to make at least one pit stop today.
The 9's in the wall.
9 got into the wall off of turn 2, but as I was saying, they have to make at least one pit stop today, maybe 2, depending on when they take that pit stop, because the fuel window today is around 30 to about 35 laps, so that leaves us with just about one pit stop if these drivers time it right. But they will pass and put the 33 Cliff Jones Jr. a lap down. Maybe Cussin won't get him this time. That's going to file him back from the two leaders here. As Jones Jr. trying to the outside, and we do have a spinner. Or we had a spinner in turn 4. You can see the aftermath, the smoke in the tire tracks. It might have been this car. A default car, the 38 Paul Perricone. And we are under the yellow flag here. So I believe... Oh, and we've got another spin. The 21 of Hussein is around in the infield grass. He's going to continue on. Try not to spin those wheels.
21 hit the wall coming off of 4 and got loose and just spun down through the grass.
Let's see it for ourselves here. Running pretty good all day. He was running in 5th on most of the restarts, but here you go. Hit the wall, spin, keeps it off the wall, keeps the traction, and well, it's pretty good. Obviously going to lose some positions, but let's go back and see who was the spinner there in turn 4 when we saw him go by. There was some smoke there, so let's see if we can find it. Might have been the 86, and yes, it was. Let's watch. Takumi Fujiwara, behind him the 2, Ryan Arnold. Look at Arnold's runoff of 2, almost into the wall, ducks to the inside, gets his nose in there. Fujiwara doesn't know. A 2 might have came up there. At the 86, hard the backside into the outside safer barrier there in turn number 3. That's not what put us under caution. I believe it was the 21 spin who put us under caution. And that's our 4th caution of the day, as I believe they did pit. Yes, most, if not all, of the field pitted, except for a few holdouts. Ben Cussin led him off pit road with Chase Clyde right behind him, and the 9 car, Chad Jones Jr. behind, but up front, the 4, Frank DeAngelis leads. He's followed by the 21, Faisal Hussein, and the 8, Carl Childress. Those guys are all going to lead. DeAngelis is pitted. The 21 has pitted as well, in fact, 2 times, and so has Childress. Obviously, both of those two fixed some damage. And the 21 came down again, so that's probably to fix some damage after his wreck. We're going back green this time by. That'll put us on lap 34 of 67 with 34 laps to go. So this will be the halfway lap of the race. 4 cars out of the 17 have retired. Those being Dowdy, Brown, Dillon, and Matt Conley, who was ejected. And 13 cars remain, 2 of which a lap down. Armstrong, Zach Armstrong in the 90, 3 laps down now. Cliff Jones Jr. in the 33 is 1 lap down. Rest of the field leaving 11 cars on the lead lap, though, led by Frank DeAngelis. Carl Childress in second position, safe to say. We'll find out if he can keep up with these spotless leaders here. Ben Cussin, Chase Clyde, and Chad Jones Jr., the top 3 for most of the night, who were mixing it up with each other before the yellow flag. They are 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Now coming to the green. So in turn 3, coming to turn number 4 now at Texas Motor Speedway, the 1.5 miler in Fort Worth. So pace car is going to dive down onto pit lane. We're going to get our 4th restart of the night here at Texas. Once again, Frank DeAngelis leads us to the green flag. Childress right on his back bumper. And we're back racing. And the 91 already to the inside of Childress. He might be black flagged for that. Maybe he timed it just right. But Childress very slow. Safe to say he cannot keep up with the leaders. Cussin up to second. Trying to make the move on DeAngelis for the lead. Looks like he's going to do it.
Oh, Childress gets squeezed into the wall off of turn 2.
And that's going to make him lose even more time. He's going to fall back almost to the last car in this train here. As up front, Cussin leads. Here comes Clyde to the inside in that bad fast 6 car. And the 2, Ryan Arnold, also in the mix. He's going to try and go to the outside of the 9 for third, but the 6 inside 91 almost squeezed down to the apron there. They stay clean off of 2. And the 2, all the way to the inside, almost ducked down on the apron himself. This is for third position as Clyde inches ahead. He'll take the lead. No, here comes Cussin fighting back. Is it enough? Doesn't look like it. It looks like the 6 will clear him, coming off of 2 at least. But in the back, Ryan Arnold looking for third position. Looks like he will get it as the top 4 string out single file down the back. And here comes the 9. That is Chad Jones Jr. looking to reclaim his third position from the 2-car Ryan Arnold. And something I want to mention about this 2-car, you're used to seeing it as an RCR car in the Xfinity series. Of course, RCR liking to run Chevrolets as they have basically their entire existence in NASCAR. As Arnold almost loses it, and he gets hooked into the wall, comes back round.
Hard into the inside wall goes the
And
9.
oh my God, collects the 9 as well. Both of them, I believe, hit the inside wall.
No caution.
Yeah,
Now
no
the
yellow
caution has
here.
been thrown.
And is it?
No, that was not the race back. The leaders had already taken the line, as I believe, are about halfway through this race now. So this will be the race back for the leaders, as they still are hauling about 190 going into that turn 3. Ben Cussin drives it in deep going off of 4, but he's not going to be able to get to the 6 of Chase. Clyde Chase is going to get the race back.
So Clyde is your leader. He's led 12 laps today compared to Cussin's 21. Those two, the only 2 that have led today, save for 2 laps led by Willie Hope under caution and 3 laps led by Frank DeAngelis under caution. Let's go back and give you a replay of what happened on the backstretch there. So here you are. 2 hard licks for the 9 here. The 2 got in the wall, just barely scraped it. Got hooked by the 9 into the wall. 9 hard into the inside wall. The 2 kept it off the wall there. And let's go on board with the 9, Chad Jones Jr. here. He led off. It didn't help. But at least he made an effort to not wreck him. Doesn't look like much damage for either cars. Of course, they'll still come in and get serviced. But it doesn't look like it'll be as much of a Frankenstein as Carl Childress's car, which is now running last on the lead lap in 12th position. As we're coming to the green this time by, it'll be Clyde leading Ben Cussin, Brandon Carter in third, Cliff Jones Jr. in that 33 Aflac car. That's a beautiful Ford. He runs in fourth, and Willie Hope in the 88 runs in the 5th position. We'll go green lap 42 out of 67. That'll leave us with just 25 laps to go in this one. Fastest lap of the night, we've neglected to mention, it is by Chad Jones Jr., who was in that accident in the number 9, at 28.495. That's 189.8 miles an hour. Once again, pace car is going to dive down to pit road. We're getting ready for our 5th restart of the night. Clyde doesn't look like he'll check him up. Cussin's going to check up. He's going to get a push from Carter. And he's going to try and take the lead almost in the wall as they come to the line. It's what you need to do. You get penalized for passing on the inside on a restart. In NASCAR Racing 2003, try to go to the outside, get a run into 1. Didn't work. It's Clyde who leads coming down the back. But here comes Cussin all the way to the bottom. And he's going to get tagged by the 6 car. He goes down to the apron, rejoins safely, it looks like. That's not going to leave him too happy. As up front, look at this racing. Fujiwara in the wall. Can he keep it straight? Yes, he can. At least into one he does. Willie Hopes got it. He's up into, I believe, the 4th position as the 33 Cliff Jones Jr. on, I believe, old tires there, falling a long way back. Cliff Jones Jr. with heavy damage to the back end of his car. He's still climbing. But up front, it is Chase Clyde who holds a considerable margin over Brandon Carter, who now has to defend from that 88 of Willie Hope and the cars behind him. As here comes the 9, Chad Jones Jr. inside the 88 car.
Yeah, Jones with a lot of
Oh!
rear end damage. He's going to blink out for a second.
Yeah, he blinked out there. We're back with him.
But look at that rear end. It looks like a whole crescent. Oh my goodness.
And the 86
He's making moves.
also around the 88. The 88 trying the switch back here. The 86 also has a little bit of rear end damage. Maybe that's the way to go.
Walking at the back.
Oh, and there they go. The 21 and the 90 around. And the 90 spins on the back after trying to merge. Will that leave us with a yellow flag as the 21 almost clobbers him coming down the back, getting back up to speed. And we are under the caution flag once again for the 6th time tonight. We're under caution, and the 61 up into the wall. He's going to spin around and hit the 88 Willie Hope. Under caution, a spinner and 2 cars involved. Let's go back and look at that one first. Here's the deal with Brandon Carter. Don't know what happened. Just saw him spinning down the track. Let's find out. He checked up, got hit so ever lightly by the 86. Hit the wall, came down, and collided head-on with that 88 car. But let's go back and show you what the deal was that put us under caution. And here it is. Watch Cussin in the grass, taking him 3 wide into 1. And he hit the 21 up into the 90. They both go hard into that outside wall. And the 90, trying to regain traction, hits the inside wall and then spins coming down the back. Watch this. Almost got hit by the 21 once again. That's what brought out our 6th yellow flag of the night. As both cars on pit road, along with most of the leaders in the 9s around off of pit road. What in the world is going on? Guess some new tires might have just lit them up. Maybe they were cold. Yeah. A bad shift there. Just spun around. Not even with the blend onto the banking. He just flat out spun it.
Luckily, he spun it soon enough to where he actually missed the wall, so that's going to be good in his favor, but
once again, it'll be, sorry to interrupt, once again, it'll be Frank DeAngelis leading us to the green flag. We'll have 20 laps to go. Carl Childress is behind, and the 6 has been hooked into the wall by the 9 on the restart.
That's not going to go over well as the 6...
As he's going to go around, no, maybe he hits Cussin as well. Oh my lord, what in the world is happening?
Still getting sideways. Here comes Childress. He's gonna
and the 8 in the wall on the back, they go 3 wide, they touch there, they keep it straight. Cliff Jones Jr. inside the 6, Chase Clyde, the 9 in the wall. What in the world is going on at Texas tonight? It is Frank DeAngelis leading simply because the entire pack is trying to handle what happened behind them.
The 33 gets into the 88 of Willie Hope. That's going to move him up the track. He's going to lose about 2 positions there.
And up front, it's Arnold making a move on DeAngelis, but the rest of the pack's going to keep with him on the inside. Maybe DeAngelis coming to pit road here, running very slowly on the inside. Arnold's going to take the lead.
And yeah, Yeah, the driver communications between everyone has been fuming since that last caution, as a lot of these drivers have been pretty frustrated all night, especially a couple of these drivers like Carl. He's got
Ooh, and we had a car in the wall. It was the 21 car of Hussein off of 2. He hit the wall pretty hard. But the 9 and the 6 managed to stay side by side under him, as the 6 is going to check up. He's going to come to pit road. I am just in pure disbelief at what has transpired here at Texas tonight. And the 86 goes around and collects the 61. The 61 into the 4 car. A 3-car accident in turn 2. And the 91 hits the 61, turns him into a Beyblade there. Oh my God, this is going to be, I believe, our 7th yellow flag of the night.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
What happened?
Under caution.
Oh.
Oh my Lord.
No.
Let's, well, it's Arnold leading back to the yellow flag here. Let's go back and see what happened.
Actually, that's going to be poor. That's going to not do Frank really well in that 4 car, because when he got hooked by the 61 of Brandon Carter, that he actually hit head on into the wall, so that may affect his engine a little bit.
Yeah, well, we'll see the entire replay here, starting with Takumi Fujiwara and Brandon Carter behind him.
Yeah,
Got into the back of him just in the wrong way. Got hit, and the 4, as you said, a hard lick into that inside wall. Let's go back, look at what happened with the 91, Ben Cusson, and the 61.
Yeah, Cusson just drove him over, and that's what turned him into a Beyblade. Actually, Paul Perricone in that 38 car, he went from about 165 in 4th gear to almost nothing, trying to completely avoid him. He dropped almost all the way to 70, still in that 4th gear, trying to avoid Carter, who was still spinning out horrendously down the back straight.
Well, let's go on board with the 61 here, and then we'll do the 4. Poof. Well, you saw that lick from the 61's view, as now he goes around. Here's it from the 4's view. Just listen. Straight into the wall, 180 miles an hour. Not exactly what you want to see in real life. Thankfully, this is a game here, although it is pretty realistic.
Sorry to interrupt, but these drivers will be going green once again, I believe, with about 14 or 15 to go in tonight's event, as we did just have someone blink out for a sec. I believe that was the 9 of Chad Jones Jr. as the pace car is off, and we're back underway.
They check up once again. A lot of problems with checking up on the restarts here tonight at Texas. They're going to run 3 wide in turn 1.
Paul Perricone drops all the way to the back, losing more and more time every second, as we're running hard forward.
And the 90 into the wall. Zach Armstrong into the wall off of 2. He's going to slow. But look at this, like Atlanta 2001. As the 21 checks up, it's the 2. Can he keep it straight?
Frank goes in the grass.
Looks like it. No, he hits the 4, and there they go. And I believe that's going to go on the 21 there. It looked like he just turned straight down into the 4 car. This might be a new Stinger record here. 8 yellows in one night. If this does be a yellow, nope, we are green, as Corner just said, my partner. And up front, the 6 determined to use that chrome horn to get back into the lead. He's going to try and go to the inside of the 33. Cliff Jones Jr. can't get there. And here comes Cusson trying to get to the inside. They almost run 3 wide behind the top 3. And here comes the 6. He's going to get to the inside of the 33, and he's probably going to go to the front if he can maintain traction. Almost comes up and hits the 33, gets into the grass there, and new leader once again. It is Chase Clyde. Now with just 11 to go, and the 88 goes around the 86 as well. The 88 saved it, but the 88 hits the wall, and the 61 is around as well.
61, a nice save there.
Yeah, two.
He actually spun the 86 a little bit because there was no room, as he also got collected by the 9 of Chad Jones Jr. Good save, though. That was amazing.
Yeah, two great saves by both the 88 and 61 cars there. We are still green now on, I believe, 11 to go. Lap number 57 of 67. Nope, this is 10 to go. I apologize. But up front, it is Chase Clyde leading from Ben Cusson, and at the line, Cliff Jones Jr. in third position, just 4/10 back. I believe he's fallen a bit further back now. 9 laps to go, and we're approaching the point of no return, which in this race is something I believe we're going to look very much forward to. Well, if you don't know about it, the point of no return, a rule in Stinger, once we get to 5 to go, no more yellow flags. You can crash, wreck, spin all you want. Doesn't matter, you're not going to get a yellow, we're not going to slow down. We will end under the green flag as Clyde leads coming to 8 to go now. Cusson trying to do anything he can to gain as the 21. Let's see. Something going to happen here where he blends off of pit road. Already looking very loose, but no, looks like he's going to be safe here coming off of pit road. Get back onto the track, bud. You're all right. Just don't impede the car's running faster than you. And we are under the yellow flag. Our 8th caution tonight. We'll have to see what this is for because I didn't see anything, nor did Corner mention anything.
Yeah, I also was not paying attention right there.
Well, Clyde is your leader back to the yellow flag. Let's find out, see what happened here.
I'm gonna quickly find where the pace card come out. Okay, so here's about where it is. Oh, so the 21 was running hard with Ryan Arnold and actually he bumper grabbed him coming off of 4, just kind of ran him out of room, and he just spun to the grass, and that's about what set off the caution.
I see. Here we go.
Oh, it's Clyde. He's going to fake out of pit road at the last second, as now Ben Cusson.
How about that? Is last chance to get fresh tires. I guess he's putting track position over that. But here's the wreck replay. 21 is the one we're following. He's the one that's going to spin. As Arnold, trying to get to the inside, comes up there and hits him into the wall. That's definitely going to go on to the 2 car there. He should have been able to see the 21 on his outside. And causes him to spin. That will bring out what I believe is the final caution of the day here, as Ben Cusson will be the first driver off of pit road. He's going to be followed by Brandon Carter and Takumi Fujiwara. As you said, Chase Clyde stayed out along with Cliff Jones Jr., Frank DeAngelis, and Carl Childress. Cusson will be the first driver with fresh tires. So that's your top 5 as we're getting ready to come to green here. Next lap by, we'll have 5 to go, and I believe we'll go green the next lap. That'll leave us with 4 laps remaining at Texas, and it'll also leave us at the point of no return, which if you just missed it, we explained. That is with 5 to go in Stinger. No more caution flags. Spin, wreck, crash, all you want, doesn't matter. No yellow. We finish under green flag racing no matter what here, unless I guess the entire field wrecks out. But then, what is going to happen, nobody knows. And the pace
car lights will go off as we're going to go green this time by at lap 64, which I believe will be 4 to go. now the point of no return has hit. No more cautions will be thrown. This is our last one. What is this, our 9th one?
This is our 8th yellow flag, which I believe, I know that's at least the record for when I've been here, which is just about a week, but I don't know if that's the overall Stinger record for yellows. I wouldn't be surprised if it is, but also wouldn't be surprised if it isn't. But not only do we crash a little bit, we also put on some very good racing, and if you would like to join our league here on the NASCAR Racing 2003 Sim, there's a link to our Discord server where we organize the races and the league in the description of this live stream. So coming back to green, as Corner said, 4 to go. It will be lap 64 of 67 here at Texas Motor Speedway in Fort Worth, Denton County, Texas, near Dallas, as it will be Chase Clyde given a lot of room, trying to avoid the checkup incidents that have seemed to happen on every restart so far. Pace car is going to pull down for the 8th and final time tonight, as Clyde in the 6th leads Jones Jr. and Frank DeAngelis. We're back racing our final restart of the night. Look at Childress, and the 33 goes around, and the 4 goes around with them. Doesn't matter, we stay green. And a huge wreck off the start. Yep, that's going to be the entire rear half of the field, and we are under caution.
Whoa. As that was Chad Jones Jr., Ryan Arnold, Cliff Jones Jr.
It was basically everybody but the top 5.
DeAngelis, oh my goodness. There was more, actually. I just named like half the field.
Yeah.
There also was a couple more, I believe. Paul Perricone also involved in that.
This is unprecedented. We are under yellow with 4 laps remaining at this lap. Or no, 3.
One in the air.
What in the world?
It's Ryan Arnold gets airborne, I believe, down. Yeah, he got airborne down here into the beginning of the trial. What happened? Oh, he just cut off the 21 of Hussein.
He did it again, didn't he? That's the second time those have entangled.
Yeah,
here we go.
That looked like it was. I will quickly check. Oh my goodness.
Let's see. This might be on the 21 here.
No, this was on Arnold entirely.
Oh yeah, he came down. He came down straight into him.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch this from. Yeah, his cockpit cam. Yeah, he was just he just kept turning left.
That's some dangerous driving there. That will definitely not sit well with our league president, Jack Curry. Let's go back and give you the accident that caused the wreck on the restart here.
Actually, pace car lights are off, so...
Well, let's do it quickly then.
If this does not... I don't know, the game...
This has got to be. Here you go. There's the carnage. That's all we'll show you.
Really quick, Matt. If we go green, we're gonna have a 1-lap shootout.
Well, I hope you enjoy it then. It is Chase Clyde who leads Ben Cusson in the 91, Brandon Carter in the 61, Takumi Fujiwara in the 86, and Carl Childress in that mangled number 8, which is still up in the top 5. Back to the green flag here. It'll be the white flag, really, I guess, as we'll have 1 lap to go.
Really quick, as we have contact earlier and still a little bit between that 2 and the 21. Not happy is that 21 with Ryan Arnold.
And I don't blame him. That's two separate incidents that have affected the 21 caused by the 2. And that second one was pretty intentional there, it seemed. Nevertheless, we're going to come back to the green flag, the pace car, for the 9th time. 9 times comes down to pit road, and we are back racing. Green and white flags out at Texas Motor Speedway. The 6 almost gets hooked. We're not going to look at that. Yep, there you see the entire field, and the 6 goes around. The 91, I don't know who that's going to be on. I don't know if the 91 turned right into him. I don't know if the 6 turned left into the 91. All I know is Ben Cusson is the leader, coming down the back. Half a lap to go.
Yeah, right now it looks like Ben Cusson
is going to cruise. Ben Cussin off turn number 4. His Red Bull Toyota Supra cruises to a Texas victory in a race where we should have had
and
about
we have
10
a wreck
yellow
out to
flags.
the line. It's Carl Childress. Oh my God!
Oh.
Frank DeAngelis gets hard into the 8. Oh my goodness, we have another one spinning into the pace.
All right, well, let's stop with the carnage here and let's try and get our winner in here.
Race winner, the 91 of Ben Cussin. Ben, how do you feel after winning another wreck-filled race, but today here at Texas?
I'm happy to win it. I'm not going to say much about the 6. All I'm going to say is he got what came to him.
Well, certainly we weren't in the driver's voice chat, but I guess something we would like to ask you is, what was the reaction throughout the race? Because we were going nuts with all the incidents. I was, in fact, losing my head, it seemed. But what was the reaction in there, especially with our league admin, Jack Curry? Was he trying to, like, keep the situation under control?
Jack was doing his best to keep the peace, yeah.
Yeah, well...
There was certainly a lot of yelling with all the wrecks.
I would guess so. I've been in there a few times before, and I know just the slightest spin causes about a Kansas City Chiefs crowd worth of yelling. But, anything else you'd like to say before we let you go here?
Not too much. Happy that I won it. Sad for the others that got caught up in wrecks.
All right. Well, our thanks to Ben Cussin for his time, and congratulations to you on winning this junior race here at Texas Motor Speedway. And with that, we'll give you the final results from tonight's Stinger race at Texas. Ben Cussin, of course, is the winner. He led Brandon Carter by 4/10 at the line. Carl Childress in that mangled number 8 car still managed to finish 3rd position by just surviving, I guess. Willie Hope finished 4th in the 88 car with Frank DeAngelis in the 4, rounding out the top 5. 6th position, Cliff Jones Jr. in the 33, Zach Armstrong in the 90, in 7th, 8th the 9, Chad Jones Jr., and 9th the 2, Ryan Arnold, who I don't want to be premature, but I will say he will probably be serving some sort of penalty. The 38, Paul Perricone, rounding out the top 10, he was disqualified by NR. Takumi Fujiwara finishes Paul Perricone was not disqualified. In fact, Chase Clyde was the one disqualified. He drove the 6 car, led 30 laps out of the 67 today. He finished in 11th. Takumi Fujiwara, first car 1 lap down, had a black flag at the end, so he got a time penalty assessed to him. He finished 12th. The 21, Faisal Hussein, running in the top 5 for most of the day, but he finishes 13th and last of the running cars. 4 cars, DNF tonight. Connor Dowdy with an engine ignition issue finished 14th. 15th in the 15, the 15, Xavier Brown. He had a piston issue. Then with an accident early on in the running, Brian Dillon finished 16th, and Matt Conley was disqualified very early in the running. So for Corner and everybody at Stinger, I'm Matthew Molino. Thank you all for watching tonight, and we hope you enjoy. Tomorrow, it's our Stinger Cup race, the Chase at Daytona. We hope you join us then, and if you want to join the league, as we said before, the Discord league link is in the description. For now, though, I'm Matthew Molino. Have a very good night.